Welcome to MOOC lecture series on plant diversity. The topic of my discussion is economic importance of algae. Algae are a very large and simplest group of autotrophic organisms ranging from unicellular to multicellular complex form. They are in existence in Earth for over 2 billion years. To date, about 30,000 species of algae have been identified. They are the predominant primary producer in the food chain of freshwater and marine ecosystem. These organisms play both positive and negative role in our life. Their beneficial role include their use as food, fodder and traditional medicine for many centuries. They have some important industrial applications also. Some algae are the source of novel high value compounds which are the source of some newer pharmaceuticals and nutraceuticals. These organisms are useful for agriculture too. They are the potential feedstock of biodiesel production. Regarding their negative role, they cause algal bloom and many algae are highly toxic. As human food, macroalgae were used for centuries in coastal countries of the world, mainly for containing high level of iodine, dietary fiber, many minerals and vitamins. They are also used in the preparation of different fruit products like pudding, sauce, ice cream, sweet biscuits, chocolate, dark colored baked product and edible coatings. They are used as coloring agent for food. Some of the macroalgae useful for these purposes are porphyra. It is a red algae. It is used to produce the vegetable nori in Japan and jin in Korea. They are cheap plant-based source of vitamin B12. Chrondas crispus, the Irish moss, is another red algae used for various food additive purpose. The brown algae Laminaria, it is a good source of glutamic acid and contains extremely high level of iodine. The green algae Caulerpa is usually eaten raw with vinegar as a snack or in salad. Many algae and their products are useful in industrial purposes. Some remarkable ones are agar, carrageenan, alginate and diatomite. Firstly, agar. It is a jelly-like complex polysaccharide extracted from the cell wall of some red algae called Gelidium, Gracilaria and Gigartina. They have diversified use. In laboratories, they are used to prepare solidification of culture media. As thickening material, they are used in ice cream preparation, in jelly candies, in soup and sauce. For preserving cooked food like fishes, they are also used. In industry, they are used for sizing of silk, making adhesive for plywood, in photographic industry and even in making molds for preparation of artificial leg and artificial teeth. They are also used as insulating material. The next product is carrageenan. It is a sulfated phycocolloid very similar to agar. It is present in the cell wall of the red algae Chrondas crispus, Eugeuma, etc. It has been used as stabilizer and emulsifier in food industry like ice cream and other milk products. It is used as thickening agent in shaving cream, lotion and soap industry. As a binder, it is used in toothpaste and many pharmaceutical products. Then alginate. They are the salts of alginic acid found in the cell wall of Phaeophycean algae like Macrocystis, Fucus, Laminaria and Sargassum. These gelatinous substances are used as thickener in shampoo, toothpaste, cosmetic, ice cream and paints. They are also useful in the treatment of peptic ulcer therapy and in surgical thread and gauze preparation. Alginates are also used in production of plastic, flame-proof fabrics, security glass, latex, capsule, typewriter, rulers, etc. They are also used in walking machine belt, toothbrush and dusting powder. The next algal product of immense economic importance is diatomite. It is actually the fossilized remains of the diatoms. Diatoms are the members of Basilaриophyceae. Their cell wall is made up of siliceous material. After the death of the diatoms, these cell walls are deposited in the seabed and gradually transformed into sedimentary rock. It is known as diatomite. Diatomite is crushed into powder and is called diatomaceous earth. They are characterized by small particle size, high porosity, high surface area, relatively inner siliceous composition and low specific gravity. These are some diatoms. They belong mainly of two categories, that is pinnate diatom and centric diatom. Some of the applications of diatomite include use as filter media to filter impurities in beer, wine, oil, greases and even the water to make them drinkable. As mild abrasive, they are used in toothpaste, facial scrub and metal polishes. They have been used for cement additive because high quality diatomite contain more than 80% of silica. It is added in cement making process to boost the silica content of the product. As filler, they are used in paper, paint, brick, ceramics, plastic, soaps and detergents and other products as filler. Filler is a substance that increases the volume of the product and fills in space. Diatomite is highly resistant to heat. So, as insulating material, they are used in high temperature mechanism like blast furnaces and boilers. Next important application of algae in pharmaceutical sector. Both microalgae and macroalgae has important use in this respect. Macroalgae and their products are used in preparation of many medicines and they are also used as blood coagulant laxative, but recently from microalgae a large number of bioactive molecules have been extracted which can be successfully used as therapeutic protein, polyunsaturated fatty acid, that is PUFA, drugs and antioxidants. This table shows high value substance from microalgae. These are pigments and carotenoid group, PUFA, that is polyunsaturated fatty acid group, vitamin, antioxidant and others. The other category include antimicrobial, antifungal, antiviral agents, toxins, amino acids, proteins and sterols. The pigment group mainly contain beta carotene, astaxanthin, fucoxanthin, zeaxanthin, phycocyanin and phycoerythrin. PUFA group contains DHA, that is docosahexaenic acid, EPA, ARA and GAL. The vitamin group include vitamins A, B1, B6, B12, biotin, vitamin C, vitamin E, riboflavin, nicotinic acid, pantothenic acid and folic acid. This table shows the algal genera important in this respect: Chlorella, Haematococcus, Nanochloropsis, Synedesmus and Chlamydomonas. The algal organisms are rich source of novel biologically active primary and secondary metabolites. These metabolites are rich source of novel bioactive compounds in pharmaceutical industry. Different macroalgae are used in nutraceuticals in recent days. Incorporation of microalgae biomass in traditional food to design attractive and healthy new products is a recent trend. They provide the color, increase the nutritional value, improve the texture and resistance to oxidation. Chlorella, spirulina, dulaniella are very important for this purpose. Single cell protein, that is SCP, is an unconventional source of protein. It can be obtained from the green alga chlorella and blue-green alga spirulina. PUFAs are also extracted from many microalgae. They seem particularly suitable for children, pregnant women, vegetarians, and patients with fish allergies. Moreover, many vitamins, mineral, antioxidant, natural colorant, astaxanthin, beta carotene are used as nutraceuticals. Some algae have been even commercialized and available in the market of the countries like China, India, USA, Japan, Taiwan, Germany, Australia. Algae are also very useful in cosmetic industry. They have some special properties like anti-cellulite, anti-aging property. They can renew the damaged skin and have tissue renewal property. They can even hydrate the skin and even they can detoxify, cleanse and tone the skin. Moreover, they are beneficial for hair also. They increases the luster of hair. They are also a moisturizer and can soften the hair. Now comes oil algae. They are the source of green fuel. In recent world, there is a severe crisis of energy. Natural resource of fossil fuel is rapidly decreasing. So there is an urgent need for such of alternative source of energy which is renewable. In this respect, algae can be used as a potential alternative as biodiesel feedstock because of their high oil content and rapid biomass production. They do not compete with traditional agriculture and can be cultivated in large open ponds or in closed photobioreactors located in non-arable land. Some algae containing high amount of oil in their cell are called oil algae. Some important ones are Botrycoccus brownie containing 25 to 75% oil, this is Botrycoccus, then Chlorella containing 28 to 32% oil, Nersea containing 45 to 47% oil in their cell. Algal biomass can be processed into broad spectrum products like biodiesel via trans-esterification, bioethanol via fermentation, methane via anaerobic digestion, and finally the spent algal biomass can be used as high protein animal feed. Algal biofuel has various advantages. They can mitigate the climate change which occurs due to global warming and for extensive use of fossil fuel. They can help to maintain the green environment because they are natural photosynthetic organisms that can utilize the carbon dioxide from atmosphere during photosynthesis. Thus, they can sequester the carbon dioxide from various sources. Different high value co-products like pigments, protein, sugar, vitamins and antioxidants have been extracted from the spent algal biomass. They have been applied in preparation of cosmetic, in nutraceutical and pharmaceutical industries. Algae are also very useful in agricultural purpose. From ancient time, algae has been used as fertilizer in many coastal parts of the world. They have high mineral content, they can increase the water binding capacity and improve the physico-chemical properties of the soil. Many blue-green algae can fix nitrogen from atmosphere and they are successfully used as nitrogen biofertilizer. After application of Tolipotrex, Aloysia, Anabina, Nostoc and Cylindospermum, the rice field shows increased yield of rice due to increased level of nitrogen content of the soil. Some brown algae and red algae are used as organic fertilizer. During cultivation, they are directly plowed into the soil as green manure. Even the extracts of seaweeds are sold in the market as liquid fertilizer. The algal organism has tremendous environmental importance. In carbon sequestration, they play important role as primary producer. They can even reclaim the alkaline soil Many species of nostocs, Cytonema annabina, can grow on alkaline soil, increase the pH and organic matter of the soil, improve the water holding capacity. They are important soil binding agent too. Cyanophycean members are pioneer colonizer on disturbed and burnt soil, followed by growth of green algae. They reduce the danger of soil erosion. And finally, in bioremediation, algae is a very important component. They are widely used to purify the wastewater by algal bioremediation. Many macroalgae are very useful as fodder. The seaweeds like Ascophyllum, Rhodymenia, Sargassum, Laminaria, Fucus, Macrocystis are collected from seabed and fed to cattle, poultry and pigs. Because of high mineral and vitamin contents, they are good quality meal for this livestock. Egg yolks of fowl fed on chopped pheophytes are rich in carotene and iodine. So, sea algae has its great fodder value. Algae are also used in aquaculture as feed. The bivalves, shrimp, finfish cultures has an essential requirement for microalgae for the processes of hatchery and nursery. The red characteristic color of white salmon and trout's mussels is acquired by them when they feed on some green algae. Several companies produce spirulina and chlorella as aquaculture feed. The species like Dunaliella, Haematococcus and spirulina are good source for natural pigments for culture of prawn and ornamental fish. Algae are important in the origin of petroleum and natural gas. The crude oil and natural gas are the remnant of photosynthetic product of some algae from ancient age. They were subsequently modified by bacteria and then slowly transformed by geological heat and pressure for 10 million years into petroleum and natural gas. In space research and other fundamental studies, they play important role. In recent years, chlorella and Xenococcus are being used in space research vehicle during long interplanetary travel. They restore the oxygen in the space vehicle by photosynthesis. Again, the species of chlorella, Chlamydomonas and Acetabularia are useful tool for biochemical and genetic studies. Now, I will mention some harmful activities of algae. These are mainly water bloom and red tide. The toxic algae mainly belongs to the three divisions of algae: Chrysophyta, Pyrophyta and Cyanophyta. A green alga, Cephalourus virescens, it is a parasitic on tea plant. It causes red rust disease of tea. This disease degrades the economic value of tea leaves. The water blooms are a serious menace in freshwater reservoirs. They are the luxuriant growth of algal mass that float in these reservoirs with sufficient nutrients. These algal blooms cause depletion in oxygen content in the water, leading to death of fish and many other aquatic animals. They cause mainly eutrophication effect. When some toxic algae are consumed by aquatic and domestic animals, it becomes fatal to them. Then blooms of dinoflagellate like Gonidium and Goniolax, they cause red tide in sea. Red tide is the indication of danger. These algae secrete a toxin called saxitoxin that kill a number of marine fish and invertebrates. Eating poison shellfishes by human causes a fatal paralysis called PSP, that is paralytic shellfish poisoning. Algal toxins mainly belong to four different categories, that is neurotoxins, hepatotoxins, saxitoxins and dermatotoxins. Neurotoxins affect adversely the nervous system of animals and humans. They actually mimic the effect of acetylcholine and inhibit the activity at the junction of neuromotor and muscle. Hepatotoxins are very harmful to humans and animals. They cause massive liver hemorrhage. Nodularin is a potent hepatotoxin. It is produced by Nodularia spumigena. Saxitoxin cause shellfish poisoning. This leads to several health problems in humans, including perspiration, vomiting, diarrhea, but in acute poisoning, numbness may be spread to neck and extremities and progress to muscular weakness, loss of motor coordination, finally leading to fetal paralysis. Dermatoxin causes contact dermatitis, that is allergic symptoms of various and varying severity. They occur due to presence of some cyanobacterial members in fresh water like Anabaena, Nodularia, Oscillatoria and Gliotrichia. In conclusion, I would like to mention that algae are the food and fuel forever. The algal world has a great potential as a promising source of future food, fuel, pharmaceuticals and various high value bioactive molecules that can be the source of newer drugs and pharmaceutical products. There is a great need to harness the rich algal diversity for various biotechnological exploitation. The need of the hour is to boost up the research and developmental activities to overcome different technological barriers in this field. Thank you.